Hello children, a very good morning to all. After finishing of our term 1, term 2 exams, and we are back to our classes. And we have many of you have done your exams well, and still some students we need to have forcing you, and I have insisted you, and I have told you and suggested to many of you to change your handwriting. Okay, my dear students, especially boys, please try to change your handwriting, because if you are not changing your handwriting now, okay, you can't improve your handwriting in higher classes. So try to being at home, and these days you can practice. If you would have practiced the handwriting, you would have surely changed your handwriting. So at least start from today. Okay, get a book, get a 4-rule book, and daily practice your handwriting, and you will be amazing. By after changing of your handwriting, you will be amazing how your handwriting will be. So I insist all the boys especially to start writing handwriting, practicing handwriting daily, and get good result. Because if you're writing what you like, okay, some students like okay, I don't want to mention the names, they know, okay, they don't know what they're writing. Okay, if you don't know what you're writing, how can I understand when I'm correcting? So try to change your handwriting. Okay, and some students, okay, during the after the class, they are not all sending the homeworks at all, but when you come to the exam time, I am getting the paper. So not only writing the exams, we need to do the homework. Okay, each daily homework is considered as your attendance. So my students, try to send your homeworks regularly. Don't postpone for tomorrow or after tomorrow like that. Okay, so after finishing of the exams, and today we are going to start a beautiful story, an advanced story. Its name called Seeding 5th unit. Sindhu-Pa the sailor. Sailor means what? The person one who travel in the ship. ఎవరైతే పడవలో ప్రయాణం చేస్తారో వాళ్ళని sailor అన్నమాట. వర్తక వ్యాపారం. They travel in the ship. They go to other countries, other states, and they will do some business. Okay, the people those who travel in the seashore, they do the work, they do maybe trading and the business, they call as sailor. So let us start our new lesson. Open page number, all of you, page number 83. Let's start. I brought some strange stock of goods to trade and sailed to on a ship with a number of my merchant friends. We placed ourselves in a care of aloft and set off. Soon we reach an island. What is meaning of island? Island means the place where will be surrounded with the water. Okay, the place will be surrounded with the water is called island. We decided to go ashore. My friend went to gather fruit and flowers, but I took my food back to the place in the shadow. I had a good meal and lay down to sleep under the trees. I don't know how long I slept, but when I woke and looked out to see, the ship had gone. I was all alone, not knowing what to do. I climbed up to the top of the tall tree and looked over the island on all sides. In the distance, I could see something white and decided to find out what it was. So what happened? These people, the business people, those who travel in the ship, they will be traveling for days and days and weeks and months and months. So when the ship was stopped for any island, they used to get down and they used to eat and they used to take rest. So one day they traveled, and this was having some friends and merchants, and they also sell the maybe gold, clothes, whatever things. So they all got up from the ship and they all went for the finding of the fruits and the flowers. But the Sindhuvati was not interested to collect anything. Just he took his the food packet and he went to near a tree. He ate good meals, and after eating food, what we get sleep, isn't it? So in the same way, he got a sleep and he slept under the shadow of a tree. So he went to a very deep sleep, and you don't know what happened there. So the ship has gone. By the time he got up from the sleep, there was no ship. So he climbed up the top of the tree, the island, and he was looking all around the island, but he couldn't see anything. There he can see a white thing, so he want to find out what the white one is. Soon I came to what seemed like a huge white ball. When I touched it, it felt very smooth. It was so high that I could not see the top of it, and it was more than 15 space round. There was no door on any side, and it was too smooth to climb. So when he went to see what he has seen, the white one, something was there. So when he went near to the white, it was like a white ball, and he touched it and it felt very smooth. It was very smooth. When it touched the egg, how it was smooth? Okay, it was very smooth, and it was so high he could not see the top of it. He can't see because it is higher than the top, because it is 50 feet. It was there. Okay, like maybe 50 feet means these 10 feet. Okay, so 5 floors building, how much height will be there? That much height was there. It's the white ball, and it was very smooth, and it was too smooth to climb. Okay, chala smooth gundi. Suddenly the sky above him became dark, as if a huge cloud was covering it. Looked up, I saw that a darkness was clouded by a shadow of a huge bird that was flying towards me. I had often heard smilers talking about great and wonderful bird called as roc. What's the bird name called? Rose. Okay. When he traveled many times, many sailors, చాలా మంది వర్తకులు వ్యాపారులు ఈ యొక్క బర్డ్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. ఎప్పుడైతే ఇతను ఆ యొక్క తెల్లటి బాల్ పై ఎక్కడ ప్రయత్నించినప్పుడు ఒక షాడో, ఒక నీడ, పెద్ద డార్క్నెస్ అనుకో, ఎప్పుడైతే మబ్బులు ఎలా ఉంటుందో ఆ విధంగా ఏంటంటే పైకి చూసినప్పుడు ఏమైంది, అక్కడ ఒక పెద్ద పక్షి ఎగరడం చూశాడు అనమాట. ఎప్పుడైతే ఆ పక్షిని చూశాడో తన ప్రయాణిస్తున్నప్పుడు చాలా మంది ఏమని చెప్పారు, ఒక పక్షి గురించి మాట్లాడుకున్నప్పుడు విన్నాడు అనమాట. ఓ ఇదేనా ఆ పక్షి అని అనుకున్నాడు అనమాట. This is a very great and wonderful bird called roc. This must be a roc, I thought, and this huge ball must be its egg. So ఎప్పుడైతే పక్షిని చూశాడో, then what he said, okay, this is a bird, this is called roc, and maybe this egg is for this bird. ఈ యొక్క గుడ్డు ఈ యొక్క పక్షిది అయి ఉంటుంది అని చెప్పి యొక్క సింహబాద్ తనలో తాను అనుకుంటున్నాడు అనమాట. Then what happened? Let us see. This bird came near and sat on its egg. I soon crept close to the egg. Near me was one of the bird's legs, which was as big as a tree. I decided to tie myself to the leg of this bird with my turban, so that when it flew away from the island, it would carry me with it. So what happened? When he was near to the egg, the bird came to the egg, and it came near to the egg, and he was crept. He got some frightened. And then it soon crept close to the egg. So it came close to the egg, and where the center was there, you can see the leg of the bird. The leg of the bird is like a tree. It is like a huge tree. So what he thought? You want to tie himself to the bird, and because the travelers, what they will do, they'll be having some turban, so they will have some turban, talapaga. So some cloth they will be tying. So he want to tie himself to the leg of the bird, and whenever the bird leaves from the island, he'll be moving from island to somewhere the bird goes. ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ పక్షి యొక్క ఐలాండ్ నుంచి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నప్పుడు కూడా దీని నుంచి వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు అని చెప్పి ఏమనుకున్నాడు, తన పక్షి కాలికి కట్టుకుందాం అనుకున్నాడు అనమాట. సో ఈ టైడ్. సో at daybreak the bird flew off so high that was cried out for sight of the island. When it came down again so fast that I lost my sense, when I found myself on the ground, I quickly untied the turban. The bird caught up a snake and flew away. So he tied himself to the leg of the bird, and the bird flied very high, and it was came down to one mountain, and the Sisyphus he has lost his sense. Immediately when he got his sense, he removed the turban, and immediately what he has done? Immediately removed the turban, and immediately the bird took a snake and it flew away. Okay, ఎప్పుడైతే తన కాలు కట్టుకున్నాడు పక్షి చాలా ఎత్తుగా ఎగిరేమైందిగా పర్వతం మీద వాలినాడు. అప్పుడు వెంటనే తనకు ఎగురుతో ఏమైందంట, అంత పైకి ఎగరడం వల్ల ఏమైంది, తన యొక్క మతి స్థిమితం కోల్పోయేసరికి ఏమైంది, ఎప్పుడైతే తన కింద వాలాడు వెంటనే కళ్ళు తెలిసి ఆ యొక్క టర్బన్ ఎప్పుడైతే తన కాలు కట్టుకుని దాన్ని ఓడి తీసుకున్నాడు, అప్పుడు ఏమైంది, ఒక పక్షి ఒక పామును పట్టుకుని అది ఎగిరిపోయింది. దెన్ వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్? This time I found myself surrounded on all sides. Okay, sides my immense mountains that seems to be reached above the clouds. The side of the valley looked so deep that there was no possibility of climbing them. Then I began to look around the valley. I found that there was large diamonds laying on the ground. So he was, for example, when you go to any place, you will be looking around what is there to see. In same way, Sisyphus was looking around and he was in a very huge valley and long mountain. You can see a deep valley. In that, he has seen some huge diamonds. He has seen some huge diamonds. ఎప్పుడైతే తన యొక్క ప్రదర్శన చేయకుండా చుట్టుపక్కల చూసినప్పుడు ఏముంది, ఎక్కడ దిగుదల అవకాశం ఉంది, because he needed to go to home, no? So he was looking around. But there he has seen a huge valley and he has seen some diamonds. అక్కడ కొన్ని వజ్రాలు చూసాడు ఇక్కడ కింద లోపల అన్నమాట. Then what happened? He was seeing to possible to climb the mountains. I was excited to find such riches laying around me. Then I saw something else that made me very perturbed. All around the valley there were huge serpents, some of them big enough to even eat an infant. These came out of their holes at nightfall. During the day, I suppose they hide themselves from the rose. So what happened? So I was very excited to take some gold. For example, if you see any money or any gold, we will be very excited, no? But for every thing, maybe if you want to reach a goal, we need to work some hard. We need to do some hard work. We need to get some struggle. We need to do some struggle. In same way, if you want to get some gold, what is there? There was very huge serpents. అక్కడ చాలా భయంకరమైన పాములు ఉన్నాయన్నమాట. The serpents can eat an elephant. There is a very huge serpents, very huge snakes which can eat an elephant. Okay, ఏనుగులు కూడా తినేసేంత పెద్ద విష సర్పాలు ఉన్నాయన్నమాట. But he got frightened by looking at that serpents. Okay, the snakes, he got frightened. But actually, the snakes will be coming out only in the night time, and daytime they will be hiding because the bird rat will be coming and taking out these snakes. That's why they will be going into inside in the daytime, and they will be coming out only in the night time. Okay, I found a small cave where I decided to spend the night. At the entrance, I put a large stone to protect myself from the serpents. But the noise of their hissing outside made sleep impossible. I was glad that they went to their holes as daylight came on, and I was able to come out again. But I was still frightened. In fact, I found myself walking upon diamonds without a thought of their value. At last, being very tired, I decided to eat a little of my food and then to have a short sleep in the sun. So then what happened when you ask about all this one? What happened? You want to get a sleep. So you want to get a sleep. Then what happened? Then what he had done? So in the night he can't sleep, no? So he went there. He has seen some cave went to the cave. He went to the cave and then he put a stone because he doesn't want to keep any. He doesn't want to come any snakes into the side. So he wants to sleep during that night. But having the snake sound, they will be having a sounds will be coming more. Because of sounds, he was unable to sleep. So the morning he came out of the cave, but he was still having a frightened. He was still having a fear. But slowly he came out. Naturally, he was walking on the diamonds, but he doesn't know the value of it. He was saying that, okay, I am not. Okay, see what he's saying. In fact, I found myself walking upon the diamonds without thought of their value. Okay, without knowing the value of it, I was walking on the diamonds. He was telling. Then I was frightened. I was very frightened, and he was very tired now because traveling and no food. So he ate some food. And he slept. He has slept sometime in the shadow of the sun. Okay. I was suddenly awaked by something felt near me. I sat up. I found that it was a huge piece of raw meat. At the same time, more pieces fell on from the rocks above the valley. I had heard the stories in the past about this valley of diamonds, but had not believed them. Now I saw with my own eyes what the local merchants did to obtain the jewels. They used huge eagles to carry up the diamonds from them. So when he was there, he has seen some meat of some raw meat. He has seen some raw meat. So and he had saw a lot of raw meats around him. And he heard that in the many villages, people used to feed the big eagles. So when they feed the eagles, they used to go to this mountain and they used to get the diamonds, and the people used to become the rich men. ఎప్పుడైతే ఇతను విన్నాడన్నమాట కొన్ని ఊర్లో గెద్దలను పెంచి వాటి గెద్దలు పెంచడం ఆ గెద్దలు కొండ మీద వచ్చి వజ్రాన్ని తీసుకొస్తుండేవారు. దానివల్ల ఆ యొక్క ప్రజలు ధనవంతులు అయ్యేవారని చెప్పి యొక్క సింధువాద్ చాలాసార్లు విన్నాడు అనమాట. When the eagle have so let's see. So what happened? How he went back to home and how he has saved his life and how he became very rich. Okay, and how he had got a good name. Let us see in the next class. So today read the lesson one time up to we finish. Read the lesson carefully. Okay, children. Thank you. Have a good day.